guys, so I try to be making more videos more frequently. I know I keep saying that and I keep not, but for really real this time. You may have found this video coming from my live video on my coaching page, facebook.com/Coach Michelle Joy. If so, welcome. If you haven't been there, feel free to check it out. I try to post some motivational stuff, and I'm going to be doing some live videos over there too. I've really been slacking recently. I've been working on walking the past 2 weeks, and I've gotten my step goals in most of the time. But with stress and depression and anxiety and a bunch of plans and work stuff and family stuff and my sister's wedding and everything, I just haven't been working out, and that's not okay with me. And I've also been thinking a lot over the past couple weeks. I spend a lot of time sitting here on the couch watching Netflix, and I poke around on my phone and I say I'm working, but let's be real, I'm wasting my time. Do I enjoy watching shows on Netflix? Of course. Am I going to stop watching Netflix? No. But I'm really trying to limit myself to only one episode at a time, and not just keep all this constant binge watching. Does that mean I'm never going to binge watch? Probably not. No. When the next Daredevil season comes out, I wouldn't be surprised if I just kind of watch it straight through. Maybe not straight through, but you know what I mean. But, my constant that I've been watching in between waiting for seasons of shows to get added is Gilmore Girls, and I'm slowly making my way through that, and I'm trying not to just spend my entire day off sitting in front of the television. They say as I'm sitting here, but the television's not on. I've only watched 2 episodes today, and that was both times while eating meals, so I guess that kind of works. But I'm trying to really take control of my life some more and not just spend so much time wasting it. I keep saying that I might want to start doing yoga in the mornings again, and then that's about as far as it goes. And, that's something I really would like to do. So, poking around on Pinterest and stuff, I wound up on this page of a guy, his morning routine, and, what he does every day. And, I took his routine, and I've changed a lot to fit me because, he did some things like set up some stuff because he works at home. He cleans off his desk, he puts an apple on his desk so that when he gets hungry, he has that and doesn't go for, some junk food, which is great and awesome, and, would be great to do when I eventually get to the point where, I can just coach, which is a goal I'd like to hit at some point. But at the moment, it's not what's up. And I can't really, I could pack an apple every morning, which I guess would kind of be the same. But anyways, I made some changes, and I'm hoping to start this routine on Monday. And, I'll probably make some edits to it as I see what works and what doesn't work. But I'm going to kind of go over some things that I'm going to be doing both in that routine and in general, to kind of I guess hold myself accountable, because now you all will know, and also just to kind of give you guys an update, I guess. So, like I mentioned, I've been walking a decent amount these past 2 weeks, and I really want to get to where I am hitting my step goal daily. And yes, right now on my Fitbit, based on like the goals thing that it recently added, it had lowered my step goal to 8,000. I'm going to try to hit that consistently for at least a week straight, and once I can do that, I want to amp it back up to 10K and maybe go up from there. We'll see. A lot of it's going to depend on, what I do on my lunch break, what my evening plans are. Excuse me. And since we're about to come to the point where we're in summer hours, I won't have to work evenings, which is awesome. But that also means when we, transition back to fall hours, I'll have to kind of make adjustments, because, if I get home at 9:15, 9:20, I don't really want to go walk for an hour to get my steps in, and that's not really the best use of my time, since I do need to get to sleep so I can wake up to work in the morning on Thursday. So, we'll see how things go. But one thing I'd like to do, hit my step goal every day. I'm going to be doing a lot of things, so morning yoga is something I definitely want to get back in the habit of doing. Does it mean that I won't on occasion skip it? Probably not. I don't know what this is going to mean. Okay, step back for a second. I contacted the guy who shared his morning routine that I'm roughly basing this off of. And I asked, is this just a weekday thing, or does he do this, on weekends too? What's his schedule for weekends? Because does he get up? He gets up at 6, I think, and finishes his morning routine by 7:30, which totally doesn't work with my schedule, because I start work at 7. But anyways, and it turns out that he doesn't really follow a routine on the weekends. So I've got to kind of figure out, am I going to do this based on my week, which is Sunday through Thursday, or am I going to do this on weekdays? What does this mean if I, stay over at James's on, like a Thursday night, like I did last night? Am I going to get up at 5 in the morning and do my yoga and stuff? And then what? Like, just be up and not spending time with him because of the whole working opposite hours and sleep and everything? Or am I going to do my morning routine and go back to bed? I don't really know. These are things I'm going to have to kind of figure out as I adjust the routine, and as I kind of see how it fits in with my life. I'm not saying, certain days I'm just going to blow it off because it doesn't matter. But I kind of have to see, maybe certain mornings the routine will have to be shortened or something. I'm not sure. So we'll see what happens. But I am going to, I plan a lot. So, I've got my Erin Condren. So this is my current cover. I plan a lot. try to keep like, oh geez, can I make it focus? Try to keep, important information. The bottom's generally my workout stuff. So I'm going to try to utilize my planner even better. So that's something I'm going to do continuously. I don't know if that's really like a daily thing, but, we'll see. I'm hoping, even though it's been pretty terrible and I haven't come up with a dentist I'm going to be going to, even though, I pay through work, but, there's still a contribution from my money that goes to me having dental insurance, and I kind of like to make sure I'm not losing my teeth or something. So, knock on wood, one of the morning routine things I'd like to do is floss, because I'm terrible at it. And so, do that. I've got, well, I'm not going to show you because but one of the things that the gentleman does, and I'll share a link to his page and stuff so you guys can check it out. I think his name is Bob. But one of the things he does, and one of the things I'm planning on doing, is to read daily affirmations, and kind of also, tie in with that, not just like, you're worth it, and you're beautiful, and, those kinds of affirmations, but also like tying in the manifestation stuff, and like, so, I'll probably edit what I've currently got, but I've written out a vision for myself that you write what you want to have happen in the present tense, so that every day you read it and it's like it's happening now, even though it's not, but eventually, the thought is at least, you'll get there to where it is, you're reading your life. So I guess at that point you change it to be even better. So I've got that. I've got this notebook Mom gave to me at some point. But I started using it last year when I was doing the daily push with Charlene Johnson. And I'll put a link to that down below too. But one of the things you do in the push is you come up with your 10 goals. And again, it's something you write in the present tense. Like one of the things I had in here, my house is fully furnished and I have $2K in the bank. Still working on that, but so one of the big things when I was doing this last year is I was working on living my life for myself and getting over the end of a almost decade-long relationship. And that's kind of hard. So, some of the goals from last year haven't carried over. But what you wind up doing is I think it's every Wednesday, but I'm going to try to do it almost every day. You rewrite your goals every day or every week without looking at the previous list, because the thought behind it is you are working so hard towards these goals, these are your focus, that you don't have to, I guess, like cheat off last week's list, because these are the 10 goals you want to accomplish. And if they do change, then maybe that's because something has become more important than one of the other things that you had on there previously. So I'll be doing that in here. And I've got this journal that I originally started. There's I think it's called the 5-minute journal that I kind of was mimicking in this because I like to try things out in my own cheaper format, and then if I stick with it and it's beneficial to me, then I am willing to spend money on it. Like my Erin Condren, a lot of people are like, holy smokes, $50 for a planner, that's a lot, and it is. But I got my cheap little Target, $5 dealio, and I was using it. I like to write in lots of colors. Sometimes I have things, set colors stands for certain things like work and workouts and SCA stuff. And sometimes it's just, I've been using purple, and so I want to use blue right now. And so it kind of depends. But anyways, so I've been using that journal, and on and off, sometimes I've used it to write like things I'm grateful for, and sometimes, the 5-minute journal, which is like goals for your day. You do a morning thing, and it's like, these are my goals. Well, I'm grateful for this, this, and this. These are some of my goals for the day. And then at the end of the day, you're like, how could I have made this day better? And, that sort of thing. So it's really neat. Definitely think it would be easier if I didn't have to rewrite the morning and evening prompts every day. So that might have, if I got the actual one, I might have actually continued doing it more. I don't know. And then in February, I was doing this Love Yourself challenge. And so I was writing in there every day the little bit that you were supposed to write. There's a prompt. Like, what do you love about yourself? What body part do you love the most? What is your favorite personality fit? All those sorts of things. So I have been doing that, and then I missed a day, and then I missed 2 days, and then I just stopped. So, anyways, I'm going to journal on that. This could be things I'm grateful for. This could be get crap off my mind because it's, stressing me out. Maybe I'll vent in it. I don't really know. I'm hoping that with that and kind of just general with just some general work that I'll help my anxiety levels and my stress levels go down. It's not going to change my brain chemistry. So, I'm not trying to find in this routine or in journaling or in doing yoga the cure for my depression and or my anxiety. Would it be awesome? For sure. But, some of us need the chemicals that we're lacking to be put into our bodies. That's totally fine. Fine. And the stigma. There's no problem with needing to be on medication. I'm on medication. And, if I was previously on medication and I got to a point where I didn't really need it, and also I lost health insurance, so I kind of couldn't afford it. So, that played a role for sure. I might have just stayed on it, I'm not sure. But, am I going to get back to a point where I don't need to be on medication? Maybe. Is my brain messed up enough that I might need to be on medication until, the end of my days? Also possible. And that's okay. I mean, I guess the costs of psychiatrists, therapists, and medication are kind of going to add up over the years, but it's worth it to be healthier. So, but back on track. Yeah, so that's kind of what's up. I'm going to be working on my morning routine. Going to be making sure I really kick my butt back into gear. I am finishing up P90X2 next weekend, and we'll be starting Brazil butt lift on Monday the 24th. And I'm not giving up on myself. I'm determined to achieve my goals, and so this is me telling you so that I'm accountable. This is me telling you so that you can do it too. And don't be afraid or hesitant or anything to leave a comment below or shoot me a message. Please totally feel free to check out either my coaching page, facebook.com/Coach Michelle Joy, or my personal page, facebook.com USS Joy Girl. I'll put both of them down below because I think, I talk a lot about motivation and workouts and dealing with depression and just general life stuff. So hopefully it's helpful to some people. And until my next video, which will be more frequent than they have been in the past, have a great night. And I will come up with some snazzy catchphrase at some point. All right. Bye.